Oh my god, I still have no idea if I did this right. Okay, it's fine. It seems to be working. Get this out of my face. Crack this open while I'm waiting. Don't worry. It's Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper, actually. Hey! Oh my gosh! I see some peoples. Tell me, okay, since this is the start, I wanted to do as much last minute sound checks and everything as I could. I did not want to take too long. This box can open. Thank you. But tell me, you guys, Wraith, David, is the sound okay? Do I need to edit anything before we actually begin this? Like, I need y'all to be honest with me. Also, y'all don't mind if I have a little snack, do you? It's dinner time, and I'd rather not get into this. Just absolutely famished. This is... it's messy is what it is. You can barely hear me? Okay. This is good? I could turn it up more if I need to. I sound like I'm across the room? Okay, well, this says I'm like... Hang on. How's this? This is good? I've got it a little bit closer, and I've got the sensitivity up just a touch. I'm good now? Okay, great. Fabulous. Anyway, I've got sushi. I can't remember what roll this is. Thank you, thank you. I feel like I'm gonna be just saying thank you throughout this entire stream. People wishing me a happy birthday. Okay. Let me open my soy sauce for first. Starters. What roll is this? Caterpillar. It's the caterpillar roll. And it's delicious. I am doing something special for myself. I'm eating a caterpillar roll. It's so special. I love soy sauce. If I could drink soy sauce and it not like make me sick or something, I would drink it regularly. No, I technically already celebrated my birthday. My birthday technically was Wednesday. However, my parents came over and we celebrated it last weekend. You know what? You right. I've never actually drank soy sauce from the bottle. Oh, that's funny. But no, this is actually gonna be the special thing that I've been looking forward to. Yeah, you know, she's a little weird. I don't know if I like her too much. Hey, glad you could make it. Deranged audios. Gee, would have been, uh, I shouldn't say that. This is the stream. This, you're gonna, bro's gonna make me act up. I need to, I need to, unfortunately, have some restraint. So, from the title, yes, we are playing a game, and I'm really excited about it. Have y'all heard of the game 60 Seconds? I've heard of it. I've seen a couple people play it. It looks fun. I've only played it once, just to get one little toe dipped into it. I'm pretty sure I've died. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Ark was with me when I played it in Discord, but that was the only time I touched it. So, like, yeah, Timmy was left. Bless his heart. But yeah, so, basically, it's the nuclear fallout. You gotta get a bunch of crap from your house, throw it in the cellar, and that includes the rest of your family. You get to play as either Ted the husband or Dolores the wife, and like I said, throw everybody in there, whatever, whatever, and you basically live down there. I don't. But it's like it's not exactly point and click, but it kind of is. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it too well. I'm probably butchering it. Anyway, it was really fun. Yes. Mm. Y'all get to hear some Reverie mukbang while you're here. I hope that doesn't gross y'all out, but honestly, I really don't care today because it's my birthday. Ah! I cracked open a Diet Dr. Pepper, but it sounds like I cracked open a beer. I promise you guys, I don't drink. This is just Dr. Pepper. No, that's why I have my dinner now. So anyway, how many are here? Should we start or should we wait a little bit? I think we should start. Just because I want to play. Maybe I should finish this. Hang on. You know what? You're right. You're right. Okay, so before I get into the nitty gritty, again, audio's good. Audio's great. I need to edit anything before we start. This little music session is going to stop. I just put that in there to cut out the background noise because I'm literally right next to a bunch of cars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. Okay, let me see if I can do this correctly. Bear with me, you guys. What happens if I do this? Nothing. Haha, yay, okay. Let's open this up. Let's get this on. What's gonna happen here? Okay. Oh, whoa. Let's stop this. Turn off. Thank you. Okay. Everybody can hear that? Let me see if I can change the thing here. I don't think y'all can hear that. Hang on. BRB. Boop. And boop. Boop. Oh. Whoa. Jesus. BRB. I've only done this like once. Hang on. BRB. Do. Properties. Collection. Don't give up on me, you guys. Okay, that's there. Okay, you can hear me though. Okay, that's good, that's good. How did I do this? Sources, how about this? Game capture. Full screen. Specific window. Oh, what'd that do? Nothing? Okay. This is my very first time, so you guys get to watch me do this. Hopefully not screw it all up. How do I do this? Oh! Can you see it? Is it working? I think it's working. Hey! Okay. So let me, I'm just gonna leave that there so I can see the chat and I can see this on this side, just in case something goes wrong. So we're gonna go into a new game. I screwed up the last one, and you guys get to watch me screw up this one. Okay, so I'm not really interested in any of these. We're gonna just go full apocalypse. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me move my sushi. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're gonna be Dolores, just because she's got everything together. Okay. Guys, help me pick the difficulty. Little boy, fat man, or Tsar Bomba. What are we doing? What do we feel like doing? I'm mainly asking you guys just because I don't want to choose myself. Listen, it's my birthday. I'm feeling pretty confident, however. It's probably all gonna get shattered the moment we get down there. You know? Does this have 3 sides on it? I've got my D&D dice right here. I'm actually gonna see if I can do something with this. I don't know if I can. You know what? I want something a little bit more challenging than Little Boy, but I don't want to absolutely embarrass myself in front of you guys. So, Fat Man it is. Begin. Do. Okay, oh my god, the sensitivity is out of this world. How do I change that? Oh my god, look at this sensitivity. Oh my god, wait. I'm not ready. Hang on. Hang on, we're just gonna die. Look at this. I just gotta barely touch it. Just barely touch it. Hang on. Ted. My lawfully wedded husband. Oh my god, you're so fat. Hang on. It's so badly sensitive. Just get in there. Just touch. Just a tiny little twitch. Oh my god, you weigh as much as your father. Get that. Where's Timmy? That's outside. Hang on. This is gonna suck. Oh my god, it's so sensitive. Don't worry. I forgot to do this and the settings. We're just gonna go down there with nothing. No, you know what? How do I get this off? Like, we've got nothing. Yay, we've got nothing! Hang on. That was just a little teaser. I'm just playing with you guys. I'm making sure y'all are paying attention. Hang on. Look how empty. Hang on. How do I tab? How do I get out of this? Do we want to see if we die or not? Let's just, you know what? This is the cards that we've been dealt with. We're going to go through with it. Nobody's eating today. Blah, blah, blah. Day 1, nothing happens. Yeah, you're right. We're just gonna ride it out. Alright, day 2. We make it work. We're making work. Even in Toronto. Question is, how do we find a boat to get there? We heard that's the best way to get to Europe. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. Timmy's good. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. We're fine. We gotta get something. Let's go shopping. Never thought we'd dancing cockroach. Still haven't. Saw that was nearly as big as a cat. Still, the good news is they probably scared off any rats in the area. The bad news is they're huge and probably attack us when they get the chance. Well, we got a pet. You know what I mean? Thank you. Okay. Oh my god. Hi, buddy. Oh my. That thing is huge. And there goes another one. Roaches everywhere. We're doomed. We already feel all dirty. Dolores is not lasting long without water. Ted needs water. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Alright, who's going? Alright, man of the house. We're feeling pretty optimistic. You know what? So am I. I'm gonna keep positive. Today's expedition, the only thing left is to choose the right person to go outside. Go get him, Ted. Huh. Okay. Oh my god, you guys. I scooped up what I thought was some avocado. It was an entire dollop of wasabi. Love that for me. Day 4. Ted left for the surface. Oh my god. I'm trying to keep positive. We hope he'll be back soon. Dolores is no longer thirsty. I am. Holy. Oh my god. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Timmy's no longer thirsty. Oh my god. Okay, well, y'all ain't hungry either. Day 4. We can barely breathe. Same. For the last couple of hours, the situation has been getting noticeably worse. There might be something wrong with the ventilation system. Maybe it's stuck. Maybe it's full of wasabi. If that's the case, we need to look into fixing it right away. Oh my god. Day 5. We decided to ignore any problems with the vents and focus on another problem, such as a burning mouth. As predicted, all of us developed a nasty cough and had trouble breathing. Funny you say that, but it got better next morning. We don't know what the issue was, but the important thing is it's gone now. Ted's been fine, Dolores, thus far. Not Ted, that says that does not say Dolores either. Rev, today has been fine for Dolores thus far. Mary Jane's just she's fine and it doesn't need anything. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Alright, y'all are fine. The roaches seem to be getting more organized with every passing day. Hang on, oh my god. I'm fine. I'm pushing through. The roaches seem to get more organized with every passing day. At first, it was just 1 or 2 of them. But today, or nowadays, is exactly what it says right in front of my eyeballs, but apparently I can't read. We see small columns of them marching through the shelter. We need to deal with this situation before their civilization becomes superior to ours. Oh my god. Day 6. Our new cockroach roommates can be a bit messy, disgusting, and annoying. But surely this is not the worst thing that could have happened to us. And there's not much we can do about it anyway. Maybe one day we'll manage to convince them to pay the rent. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. Oh, okay. Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Timmy should eat something. Well, we've gone a couple days without food, so let's just do that. Day 6. These cockroaches aren't playing around. They're very territorial, and they're leaving us less and less space every day. We need to do something about it. Well, that's not my problem, no, is it? Day 7. Where is Ted? Oh, hi. Everybody looks great. Day 7. Living with cockroaches. Can't be too bad, right? Even if they're stealing our pillows, socks, and wallets. Why would roaches even need wallets? And that smells horrible. I don't know why. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Dolores got ill. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Mary Jane contracted an illness. Timmy's no longer hungry. Timmy's in terrible shape. We need to give him water. Now! Timmy fell sick. We've got a little bit of soup. Where are you? I need to know where you are. Oh, hi, Jake. I almost told you happy birthday. Thank you for wishing me happy birthday. Here, we are allowed a radio, right? Day 7. We already know it's day 7. It's high time we stop wondering about what's going on and started asking questions, or at least listen to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning to a radio station and learning a thing or two about the brave new world? Okay. Ted, is that you? Hey! Good to see you back, buddy. Day 8. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside has been mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Ted safely returned from his voyage to the surface. The police station is still standing, and we found a few officers who were still alive. Well, they didn't look like the ones we remembered, but they all have uniforms and badges, so they must be some kind of replacement cops or something. The building was mostly destroyed, but they made the best of it and set up their operation in the basement. They even painted some walls with a bunch of morale-boosting slogans like New Order and The World is Ours. They had plenty of water in their stash, and they were acting very nervous and immediately consented to sharing when asked. And then they all started exercising. Suddenly, the officers started arguing over the subject of talking over the world, or taking over the world. That does not say talking. It was really strange. They yelled about how they can't assault the firemen without proper firepower. They even threw a rifle through the window, claiming it was useless without any ammunition. We disagreed and took the rifle with us when we were leaving. Nice. There was a map laid out in the hood of one of the burned down police cars. And the clumsy sign on it read, "The plan to take over the world. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Dolores' health has not improved. Mary Jane keeps fainting. Timmy's in terrible shape. We don't do anything with Timmy's sickness. It'll get worse. Ted's hungry. Ted's really tired. Ted will survive. But we need water. Thanks, Ted. We need you to go back out. Or somebody to go back out. Timmy and Mary Jane are in need of some physical exercise, and the run outside in the wasteland seems a bit too adventurous, but they play tag inside the shelter. It's not like we have anything expensive or antique dishes to be broken. Let's let the kids play. Let's let the kids be kids, even in the shelter. No, Elliot, if I survive this, then a part 2 of Burns of the Invisible will be in the making. Mark my words. Day 9. The kids were ecstatic. Watching them play was a real treat, and they looked so happy. When Mary Jane pushed Timmy around, he fell face first on an unopened can that was suddenly in the corner of the shelter behind some empty bottles. What a lucky day for us, and we're sure Timmy's face will be just fine. Yay! Dolores' health's not improved. Dolores no longer thirsty. Ted's still recovering his energy. And Ted's very weak. Mary Jane doesn't get a cure. Something bad will happen. Timmy's looking pale. Well, let's finish the rest of this. Okay, or that too. Dolores. You're the mother. Go provide. We're feeling pretty optimistic. I'm feeling so optimistic. Go get him, Dolores! You got this, Dolores! You gotta provide for your children! Day 10. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Oh, she will. I have faith. Ted is still mighty tired and needs more time to recover strength. Ted's hungry. Mary Jane's condition's worse. Timmy's looking very pale. Not good. They'll be fine. This is terrible. We can't sleep. That's really not a thing to be worried about now, is it? Oh, that didn't sound good. I heard a scuffling of a rodent Day 11. Bravery. Bravery. Bravely ignoring our symptoms. We tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were. And there's another problem that we'll need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Ted's hungry. It's all about Ted. Ted, you need to think less of yourself and more of your children. Mary Jane's rather sick. Water? Mary Jane? Timmy's sick. Timmy's sick. Well, we ain't got water, so. Turns out, Mr. Freeman, the physics teacher at Timmy's school, was right. 1 + 1 does indeed make 2. In our case, it's 2 or more cockroaches, because those little are they just keep coming. We need to clean up our mess. And they'll end up with full-blown infestation. Well, what are we going to do with a gun that ain't got no ammunition? Nothing. You know, just eat the roaches, right? Protein, right? Our time has come. This is day 12. But for the time being, we'll just have to adapt to the living situation. That's right. They're here. We're here. Let's make the best of it. They're only cockroaches after all. Exactly. They're just radiated cockroaches. That's all. What's to be worried about? Oh my god. Everybody's tired and sick. We can't even have that. We had thought phone calls. Yes, I did. Yeah, I did hear that. The phone call outside. Ted, go answer it. Yes. I said go. I'm still hearing mice. It's way too dangerous to just randomly run into a ringing phone in the middle of a radioactive ghost town. We're not taking any chances. It took a while before the ring stopped. It was pretty annoying for all of us. Ted looks like he got 1 foot in the grave. Needs to drink. Yeah, it's all Ted, Ted, Ted. Why is everything all about you? And I'm sure Dolores is really in for it. Mary Jane's sick all over. Timmy's sick all over. Woman, we need you! Okay. We learned a valuable lesson recently. If you don't do anything about roaches in your home, you'll end up with more roaches. That's not ideal. If we don't do anything about it, we'll end up all glowy, just like them. What are we going to do about that? This has no ammunition. Nothing. I am not... Hey, we died! Oh my god. The end! Oh my god. Living with roaches can't be too bad, right? Even if they're stealing your pillows, socks, and wallets. Well, roaches need wallets. We already gone through all of this. All of us are safe. Infestation, dead air, swarm, infestation, nuclear fallout has gone. 911 still on duty. Tag, you're it. Sleepless, sad, and well. Infestation. Dehydration. Thirst drove Mary Jane away. And drove Timmy away. The government took over our shelter. Dang. Womp womp. We were driven away. Nice. Let's do it again. I know, almost 2 weeks. Okay. Let's turn down the freaking sensitivity. Can we do that in here? Resolution, language, full screen quality, flashes. Controls. I don't need controls. Oh! Turn that crap down. Turn that down. Maybe just like right there, right? Yeah. Press to change. Where's my cursor at? Hello? Hello? Yeah, no more spinning zoomies. Oh, wait, that's the gamepad. Wait. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's not what I need. I need mouse. I'm stupid. Y'all just let me do that. Okay. Did that fix it? Let's go back and make sure. How did I do that? Yes. Keyboard and mouse. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. No more zoomies. New game. Apocalypse. Dolores. Fat Man. Adventure begins. Hey, it's okay, Elliot. We can be stupid together. Oh. Beautiful. Hello, darling husband. Come here. Holy Jesus. While I've got you, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Beautiful. Mary Jane. Come here. Soup in the fireplace, because that's what it is. Timmy. Timmy, where you at? Where's Timmy? Timmy! You come here. Bring your game. Radio. We need water. Water. What's this? Don't know what that is. I think it's like a, I don't know, map. Harmonica, that's what that is. I was like, what the heck? Nothing in here. Just food. Food, water. Give me that. Okay, we're good. Alright. Done. We got this. We got this. We can do it. Day one. Hey! All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember, hearing canned soup is healthy for you. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves are already stocked. We can't really say we recall putting all of the supplies here, but we're definitely going to put them to good use. Apparently a gun was left here. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to the cans. Some of us already do. Don't tell me that. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We'll have to ration it strictly. Oh, we ain't doing none of it. We always thought life could be much better. That was before we got nuked. Now we just think life would be much better. In a way. Not much has changed. Well, there you go. No, Timmy was definitely talking to the cans. Day 2. Living in the past is not wise in our current situation. We need to think of today and tomorrow. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Oh, goodness. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Who wouldn't in this coffin-sized shelter? Timmy's good. Well, at least he was good 5 minutes ago. We gotta go. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? Walk the surface like we used to? Smell the fumes and pollution? Ah, the sweet sense of freedom we miss. Day 3. Still, It's better to be safe down here than dead up there. Dolores will not last long without water. Ted should drink something soon. Mary Jane is very thirsty and has to drink something. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Everybody's thirsty. Fine. One. Timmy. God. Alright. Ted. Get on out there. We believe in you. Alright. Oh, thank you, Hellcat. Day 4. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. Alright, nobody's thirsty. Everything's fine. How about that trip to Nevada we've been postponing for a while now? Maybe we should go there. That's our first stop after we get out of here. Thank you, thank you. I'm ever so often glancing over at the stream. Day 5. We can make it work. Yes, we can. Even in Toronto. Yes, we can. Question is, blah, blah, blah. We've already read that before. Dolores is fine. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new has happened, Mary Jane, today. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy and he's doing just fine. He looks fine to me. Look at that wonder in his eyes. He's just full of ambition and in his house shoes. Timmy has been sitting there, just staring into space. Yep. Is something wrong? Maybe it would be good to have a little chat. What's going on in that head of yours, you little carrot top boy? Oh, the smoothest brain. Day 6. Even a word or two may be enough to brighten someone's mood. Timmy seems to be better now. Dolores has to drink sometimes. Maybe we could spare some water? Well, sure. Just one sip. It's easy to escalate silly arguments, and close quarters doesn't help. We were chatting, and then suddenly we were fighting and fighting. Let's just hope we'll get over this soon. Well, y'all gonna have to figure it out. Stopped arguing, but for how long? Listen, all that matters is that it stopped, right? Dolores is thirsty. No longer thirsty. No longer thirsty. Okay. Everybody's good. Mary Jane has been dropping hints that it's a special day for her today. We had to think about it hard, and after eliminating our average festivities, the anniversary of that great BBQ we had 3 years ago, and International Popcorn Day, we realized she was talking about her birthday. That means we need to get her a gift. Well, we ain't got jack squat, so the gift is today. That's why it's called the present. Beggars can't be choosers. Mary Jane is too old for birthdays. Yeah, that's right. That's what we think. Everybody's hungry. Well, we got plenty of soup, so let's have some. If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. Woo! You can badmouth them all you want, but that probably means you're either a naysayer or a commie. We're good citizens. We've been paying our taxes regularly, so we're sure Uncle Sam is coming to get us. Well, except that one time when we... Never mind. The government people are coming. We should keep our ears and eyes open for any sign from them. Radio. Because what better way? Ted, where you at, my boy? I'm gonna get some of my... I love ginger. Day 9. We made contact. The military's out there and coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep the radio in working order. Dolores is hungry. Hungry. Okay, well. Well, Timmy, you ain't gonna get everything you want, okay? You're just gonna have to be grateful for what you have. And matter of fact, because you complained, nobody's getting anything. Hope you're happy. The other day we heard a quiet knock on our door, but then we opened and found a suitcase on the doorstep. There was no one around. It isn't signed, but sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check what's inside? Absolutely not. Are you stupid? Ted! Oh! You're looking like the character from the Mucinex commercial. Day 10. It's pretty simple. If we don't know where it comes from, we can't trust it. There's no way we're taking this gift. We left it outside. Maybe some cockroach will want it. The kind of cockroach that enjoys ties, an occasional cigar, and of course, the leather suitcase. Ted safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Yep. Theater means actors. And where you find actors, you can easily run into mimes. And so we approached the theater on our tiptoes, but in the end, we decided our need for supplies was greater than our fear of mimes. I almost said our need of mimes. So we bravely went in to explore. We half expected the theater cafeteria to be in a sorry state. Surprisingly, the atomic blast spared most of it. We were able to admire their selection of foods. It was very vivid. Small, medium, or large cans of tomato soup. We felt large cans were meant for us. Boom. We had some fun playing around with different theater props and outfits. We didn't look especially fabulous in any of them, but we took a padlock from one of the boxes. Hey! Next to the entrance, we found a glass case mounted in the wall. Inside was an axe! Yeah! One of the props was the theater and offered us a proper leather suitcase. We got a suitcase! Oh, we're getting stuff. Everybody is hungry. Well, you can blame Timmy for that. Look at all that food. We gotta prepare to go back out again, though. Dolores, you got this, woman. Oh, don't you start that. Don't you start that. We ain't coughing nothing. But I would like another piece of my sushi. When we answer the phone, you can barely hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they'll get back to us. Water. Hungry and sick. Drink. Water, yeah. Okay, so water. We ain't got a whole lot. I'm feeling so optimistic. Go get him, Dolores. I have so much faith in you. Is that a two-headed cow? Huh. Day 12. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Everybody's... Well, not everybody. It's literally just Ted. Ted's fine. Apocalypse or not, we can't ignore our kids' educational needs. How did I say that word? Apocalypse or not, we can't ignore our kids' educational needs. Timmy has spent too much time without reading a single thing. We need to get him out to read again. Otherwise, grow up. Well, that's not reading. Checkers isn't reading. But we'll play them. It's strategy. That's what it is. Teach his child some strategic ways. Good thing we had those checkers that contain an instruction sheet. Perfect reading material for a young boy like Timmy. He looks like he's gonna grow up to be something good for the world. Just a little slice of something special. Who would have anticipated that reading those 3 sentences too many times over would fry his brain a little bit? Poor Timmy. Ted's hungry. Timmy's tired. And doesn't need anything. Well, we're fine. It's high tide. Oh my gosh. We stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions. Or at least listen to some reasonable answers. So how about tuning into a radio station and learning a thing or two about the wonderful world outside? Oh, Ted. Day 14, we were able to get a weak signal in and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news, the fallout outside is mostly gone. Should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Ted's hungry. Timmy still hasn't rested. Timmy needs to shut up and drink his water. Let's eat something. We got scared a little bit today, and all of a sudden our map just fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted. When the map fell down, it revealed some sort of safe behind it. We don't remember installing it, but we can probably crack it. Well, we technically have all the time in the world to do it. Should we try? Yes. Yes. Hey! There's the bug spray. Or poison. It can be the same thing, right? I'm not sure how or why the map just decided to slide off the wall, but we're lucky that it happened. Inside the dusty safe, we found some supplies. If one bottle of poison means supplies, and sure. Ted's hungry. We just ate, Ted. You're gonna have to shut up. Where'd that green puddle come from? Oh my god. There's a pipe leaking green goop. That's not good. That's not good at all. We need to crack. That is not what that says. Rev, we need to act now. And no one packed a mop. What do? We obviously put the suitcase underneath the leak and catch it. Duh. Oh my god. We grabbed our old suitcase and shoved it under the pipe. Seems like all the liquid that was supposed to leak out did during the night. On the bright side, we don't have to worry about the smell making us sick anymore. The downside, our suitcase is completely ruined. Well, it was old and useless anyway. Ted looks like he's got a foot in the grave. Everybody's tired and needs to drink. Well, you know what? We ain't got none. Have some soup. A few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation fans have halted and there's no fresh air. Seems to be circulating through the shelter. We have to fix it before we suffocate like rats. Trapped by a professional and very cruel rat catcher. Obviously the poison is the best choice. No. What will we do with this? Maybe we can shine the light. Hear me out. Shine the light up and fix it. Oh! Ah! Hang on. Oh my god. The obvious thing to do when an event is blocked is to check what's blocking it. However, when you shine your flashlight on a hive of mutated insects, things go from bad to worse. The angry hive is gone, but the insects did some biting before they fled. Oh my god. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. When we came back to the shelter, we were relieved to discover that it was still locked. The padlock carries signs of an attempted break-in, but whoever gave it a try did not succeed. Inside, sadly, the padlock is a sorry state. Before our expedition could get anywhere, we ran into a group of freaky people dressed like wizards. They were eager to trade some of their supplies for a few items. It sounded like a fair deal, so we invited them in. They were really ecstatic about purchasing a pair of old socks, which had been lying in the corner for some time now, living their own life. The wizards got them in exchange for a few bottles of water. Oh my god, we needed that so bad. Oh no. Ted died of dehydration. Dolores. Mary Jane found out she's not getting a single drop of water. She got furious. She stormed out into the wasteland, shouting over her shoulder that we will regret this and that she's getting her water one way or another. We're seriously terrified right now. Like a water drove Timmy insane. He opened the shelter door and ran away without looking back. He's not likely to return. Okay, well, what's a girl to do? Have both of them. You deserve it. We just gotta survive. You guys, we just gotta survive. Oh my god. Alright, time to listen to some radio chatter. Maybe we'll pick up some useful shred of information on how to get out of this mess. We? You mean just me. It's literally just Dolores. Oh my. At least carry him outside. Ugh. Dolores has got something. Speaking of something, whatever it was, blew up inside the radio and the wretched thing caught fire. Able to put it out, but it doesn't work anymore. Dolores is not eaten for a while, having anything but Dolores' sickness, time to rest, is exhausted. Have something to eat and drink. Nobody is going outside. We're gonna die. Dolores really lived to eat something she just ate. What else are we gonna do, right? Huh. We can't let her go. Well, we'll just survive until somebody comes. I don't know. There's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become necessary. What? But it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it should be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later and planned a trip outside. Before we could make this third step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started growling at us in the darkness. That's lovely, isn't it? We only have moments to decide what to do. Gun. Easy. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Go away. Let me die. A quick shot with a rifle is more than enough to scare her away. Yep. Or maybe bring down whatever creature stalked us in the darkness. We never saw it again. She's sick, exhausted, and all the above. Young lady, all dressed in white, has visited us today, requesting our aid. Wasting no time, she laid out a plan of what she said is a bandit camp where she claims her twin brother's being held. Seems like a young man has witnessed enough challenge the biggest bandit leader to sword fight, and now his sister's very worried. She says we definitely don't regret it. We decided to help. You know what? What else are we gonna do? Sit here and die? Oh, hey, I'm better. That cured me. Whatever I did. And day 23. The woman quickly called a group of friends, and we set out for what turned out to be a successful mission. Finally, good news. Finding the lost twin brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of some antenna next to the fence, trying to escape. In his duel with the bandit leader, he lost a hand, but the group quickly tended to his injuries and will be just fine. Siblings thanked us 100 times and said they would definitely contact us again. Dolores complains she still can't get a good night's sleep around here. Well, she's just gonna have to deal with it, right? Have some soup. You're just hungry, that's all. She's too feeble to go outside, though. A stranger pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of goods stops by today and claimed he's a trader looking to barter items he requires. No deal. We need this crap. I don't know why, but we need it. Can you stop? Oh my god. Let me have my last bit. Day 24. And refused to trade. I believe we might have made the right choice, but the trader was not happy about this. Well. Oh, wait. Okay. She could have a drink. Well, that's a... She says she can handle herself, but we're not sure. It's fine. She's got this. Today we met a bunch of people dressed in what looked like Halloween doctor outfits. They claimed to be a field hospital, moving from place to place and attempting to help those hurt by the hazards of the wasteland. Their problem is some of their supplies got eaten by something that looked like a Sasquatch. They're asking us if we have any spare hydrogen... What? Hydrogen peroxide! Oh my god. I said, bear with me, y'all. I was not joking. We asked them for their doctor license, but all of them claimed they left them another pair of trousers. We didn't dare ask if it was just the one pair. Gave them a water bottle and wished them on their journey and better luck with the trousers. Dolores, I have faith in you. Oh, dang. Is she back? She's back. I don't really see much different. Day 30. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Blah, blah, blah. She's back now. We're glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. We tried our luck at that nearby bar. Fittingly called the World's End. Usually such a respectable family like our own would never go there. But this time, we gave it a shot, hoping to find some unclaimed goods. Who would have known that tomato soup used to be such a popular snack in a bar? We found a few cans of it and took them with us. Hey! One. That's not a few. Whatever. We didn't expect to find any clean water in the bar, but we weren't wrong. Whatever we found wasn't pure and it wasn't water, but hey, if it quenches thirst, it counts. You know what? You right. From what we could tell, the atomic blast interrupted a poker game. Those poor bastards were not likely to be finishing that game anytime soon. We can still use their cars to entertain ourselves. Dang right. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. Well, you know what? I'm by myself. What's a girl to do? This lax expedition got us thinking. Maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are completely burnt out. But if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We better keep an eye out for those in the future expeditions. Okay. She deserves it. Good job, Dolores. Too exhausted to go outside. I know, but this ain't for today. We'll be fine. It's tough surviving these conditions. Let's hope this will be over soon, or else we might end up... we might end up dead in some wasteland ditch. That's not something we're looking forward to. Or you'll be dead right here. We did it. We survived a month. Day 31. It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days are still struggling to deal with this shelter life, but we can't lose hope. Eat something until the rest. Okay, you can eat a little bit. Oh, well, nobody's going outside. We're fine. We've got it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna open my Wawa right here. I bet you would like some of this, right, Dolores? Love to eat something. Still can't get a good night's sleep. You can have the rest of that. We ain't going outside. We're closed off in a tiny shelter and our supplies are very limited. If we want to survive, let's time desperate measures. We know there's a group of elderly people hiding in the ruins. Oh no. Of the local retirement home. They must have supplies, and in our opinion, we need them more. The well-being of our family is the most important thing in the world. Right? Well, it's just me. So, there really isn't family anymore. Oh no. Y'all, what should I do? What's the best? What's the best choice right now? Help me. Help me. Should we rob the nursing home? Oh my god. I don't know. I really don't know. They are dying anyway. What are they gonna do? Nothing? We got a lock. We went and got what we needed and came back. They'll do just fine. Without a lock. Yeah, it's fine. They'll literally be fine. Wait. Dolores deserves a sip of water. She ain't going outside, though. Sleazy looking trader carried an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder and paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we'll get the bag and all of its contents. Well, we can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us an angry glance every time we try and step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make a deal? Yes. Heck yeah. Little kitty. Oh. But the kitty makes it all better. Oh my goodness. Look at the tail. Look at it. He flicks his tail. Flick your tail. Flick. Flick the tail. Oh. There's a little kitty. Day 34. As soon as the door closed behind the trader, the bag started to violently shake, emitting screeching, hellish sounds. Terrified, backed up against the walls. When the beast finally escaped, it turned out to be just an angry house cat. The feline gave us a menacing look and promptly stepped down in the corner to clean itself. Its collar says Sharkov. Right? Who named that cat? Anyway. We'll do fine. It's sending Dolores out to death sentence. Yeah, we ain't going out. There isn't a lot of space down here. We can smell everything. Well, you need to get rid of the actual corpse you're sitting next to, Dolores. Jesus. When one of the wall bricks loose today and revealing a hole, it felt pretty slick. We felt pretty sick. What the heck? We felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of this stench? What else are we going to do down here? Look at you, pretty kitty. Oh my goodness. I love the tail. Bloop. We looked into the hole, fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated and sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him. So we confiscated it. We gave the rat a proper burial and an empty can. He deserves that much. She'll be fine. Nope. What's that sound? Galloping horse? We rushed to the door and we were greeted by two men dressed like they'd come from a medieval fair. We identified the source of the sound. One of them was holding two rocks and hitting them against each other constantly, while the other was skipping and pretending to be a rider. They said they're looking for some antique cup, but they lost. They got lost, and they'd be most grateful if we give them a map to provide them a map. Oh my god. It's Monty Python! It's Monty Python! Okay. Alrighty. Well, they seemed friendly enough, so we let them have a look at our map. They thanked us and offered us some supplies in exchange. We graciously accepted a radio. Look at that. There, you deserve that. Alright. We love confidence. Let's go. Hear that? Noises coming from below. This is probably the right time to check out the manhole in the corner. What? We might as well see what it is, right? Well, what was it? We found a treasure. Pills, bottles, and other medical supplies were stacked in a few shelves in a narrow room. Just enough. Oh, first aid. Alright, Dolores. You got this. Yay, yay! Dolores! Oh my god, girlfriend, look at you! Oh my god. She don't need no man. Let's turn this down for a second. Oh yeah. There we go. Continue. Day 44, Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. Well, she's back safe and sound. For all of our daily bread and butter needs, we always went to the small store next to the barber's. They had the most amazing clerk who always asked us to come again. We found it intact. Dolores is indeed unstoppable. For all our... we already read that. Most food on the table shelves were outdated and rotten. A lot of eggs were smashed on the floor. Guess what? Soup cans don't expire until 2015. Good for us. Okay. We got soup, water, a gas mask. Alright, we window shopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't completely burnt out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Of course you didn't. Alright. Dolores definitely needs that. Wait, is she hung? She got ill. Would love to eat something. Okay. So definitely have this and have some of this. Dolores, nobody deserves you. Sharkov is still a fresh addition to our little family, so we need to keep an eye on it. And believe it or not, just today we noticed something else on its collar. It seems to be a metal plate with an address on it. And it's not far. Heck yeah! Oh, look at me. I'm better than ever. Grabbed our new fluffy friend and for a little stroll in the wastelands, only to immediately run into a couple of gentlemen dressed in trench coats, fedoras, and shades. They gritted their teeth at the sight of the cat and said they'd been looking for it. Apparently it belongs to their dear old Nan, who loves it dearly. Before we could utter a word, they took Sharkov, thanked us, and left. The cat didn't seem to mind, so maybe it was for the best. Well, that's fine. She's not going out. Today we were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices are so low that it practically is like cutting his own throat. The least we can do is take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. Did I have the gun back there? Know what? No. Oh yeah, it's back there. I don't trust the guy. So I'm not buying from him. Goodbye. Woman intuition. Despite his desperate attempts to sell us all kinds of things, useless and not, we turned down the man's offer. It's probably for the better. He did look quite untrustworthy. There you go. What I say. Sometimes the sudden urge to play an instrument takes over us. To create beautiful sounds to be shared with the world around us. To sing and play. And have cute mutated animals come to our feet to listen. Like a post-apocalyptic Snow White. Shall we? Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Let's do it. Hey, my little friends are back. It's fine. We got this. Be careful what you wish for. A few minutes of playing, a small group of mutated cockroaches jumped out of the cracks in our walls and started moving to the rhythm of the song. They ran around in circles and shook their little antennae. It'd be adorable if they weren't so disgusting. What are we supposed to do with them now? Well, I think you know what we should do with them now. Wait, is she thirsty too? No, she's just hungry. Okay. We played a game of list the things you hate the most, and our neighbor's name kept coming up for some reason. That reminded us that the little weasel had a safe in his living room. We always wondered what's inside. Maybe now's the time to finally find out. But who will do the honors of stealing the possessions of our arch nemesis? Obviously me. Let's go. Huh? Sharkov is back! And I am sick as a dog. When we opened the safe, we heard a loud bang and the room filled with thick, nasty smoke that smelled of rotten eggs. It was booby-trapped. Sure, it slowed us down, but it didn't stop us from taking the most prized possessions. Take that, Ned. Too bad we don't ever get the stench off our clothes. To our surprise, we found Sharkov back in our shelter this morning. I'm not exactly sure why or how it came back. Okay. Can't sleep stuff. Came down with sickness. Ha ha ha. Funny, funny, funny. Well, we ain't got no meds. Well, we're gonna save our food. The funky cockroaches haven't really left us. To be fair, they aren't causing that much trouble. They even seem relatively friendly and curious. Just this morning, when we opened our eyes, we saw them standing in a perfect line in front of us, as if they were waiting for something. Let's play him a little tune. Disco Roach. Oh. You know, it's kind of like the Pied Piper, but with roaches instead of rats. If you can't beat them, join them. We figure the cockroaches are craving more of our music, so we fulfilled their unspoken request. They started joyfully prancing around again, creating fun shapes on the floor. Then all of a sudden, they all left in one line. We thought the show was over, but they soon came back in a group carrying supplies on their strong, mutated backs. Insane. Looks like we made a few friends. Disgusting, mutated, radioactive friends. You know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Oh. How wonderful. Water is all she wants, so water is what she's gonna get. Nobody's going out. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Charcot found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out. Plaster and debris fell on our table, toppled up with the big meowing fur ball. What is this thing, anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. Cat might get angry if we take away the wire, so maybe it's best to leave it be. Or should we examine that? Yes, examine the wire. Charcot can move. Oh. Day 50. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor's driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones who looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter. We were asleep and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our bunker. Looks like Charcot snuck out to hunt out in the wasteland last night. This morning we found a dead, glowing rat on our doorstep. Charcot seemed pleased with his gift for us and quickly expressed his disappointment when we threw it far away from our home. Nothing good would probably come from touching dead radioactive rodents, though, so maybe we should have just left it where we found it. Yeah. Nobody's going out. We were able to catch the military broadcasting again. This time they're asking us to get out with a flashlight and signal to their plane after it gets dark. If all goes well, they'll be able to find us. We're saved. We're saved. Okay. Day 51. Everything was going as planned, but then the flashlight stopped working. Of course it did. We're luckily to get it fixed just in time to hear the distant roar of the plane's engine. We're pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they get back to us, okay? She's fine. Wait. Oh, yes, she is. She's fine, but we're not sure. It's fine. We're fine. Coming from our neighborhood today, guess it was zoo escape. The animals are stampeding there. It might be a good chance to hunt some fresh food. We got this. We got this. Bang, bang. Oh. Too bad we never practiced sharpshooting. Every shot we fired in the direction of those animals that looked like two-headed cows was a miss. Let's hope we'll be on target next time. Okay, well. Was it drinking? Yes. Enough sitting around. It's time to visit the surface and look for some additional supplies. Let's go. Oh, Did she die? Did she die? She died. Doors it's supposed to be an easy supply run. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. Dolores never returned. The locked shelter will forever hold its secrets. At least until somebody with a hacksaw and lots of patience comes along. All places we could have perished, this is probably the best one. Or maybe not. Hey. Oh my god. Almost 2 months. No, they will find Ted and the dead cat. Ted died of dehydration. House call, visited a bar. Someone followed us. The dark side. It's out of the bag. Dolores did not come back. Oh my god. Dang. Let's play one more time. I'm up for one more. I want to get this. Okay. This is it. We've got this. Round 3. The third time's a charm. Look at all that! Immediately! Timmy's right here, and so is... Okay. Alright, Mary Jane? Timmy? Oh, no room for you? Well, it's fine. Get all this. Get checkers. Where's my darling husband? Come here. You know, why am I doing all this? Why can't you help me? Useless man. Get the water. Oh god. Alright, that's it. We got this. This is the run. We've got it. We've got it. Alright. This is what we're dealing with. Day 1. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup was healthy for you. We can't remember bringing those supplies down to the shelter, but we're not complaining. We probably should have stocked it better anyway. And we got a map! Barely enough water for everybody. Yeah. Nobody's drinking a daggum thing. Oh my goodness. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? Would have been good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride. Even if the whole place turned into Adamville. Day 2. We can take care of ourselves. Dolores is fine. Ted's fine. Everybody's good. Play a game, they said. It'll be fun, they said. They never mentioned picking one that would be so much trouble. Alright. Day 3. I thought playing the silent game would be a good idea. The silence is too annoying, and we quickly stopped. Dolores thirsty, and thirsty. Okay. 1 drink. 1. Alright, Ted. Be the man. Provide. I believe in you. Get us something good. Day 4. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. Alright, everybody's fine. It's hard being down here, living here. We need to make the best of it. Or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. It's fine. We got this. We need to be more positive. What do you want? Trying our best to remain calm. The situation here is far from normal. We might never get used to it. We hope the help comes soon. If there was anything to report about Dolores, it would be written. Okay, fine. Everybody's good. Timmy's being a brave boy. Today we met a bunch of people dressed in what looked like Halloween doctor outfits. We've been here before. Let's just... Should I, though? No. See what happens when I don't. I'm allowed to be stingy? This is the apocalypse. Oh my god. Day 6. What is this scam? Not even real doctors. No way we're giving them crooks anything. That's right. Mary Jane has been awful silent today. It's very unlike her. Should we try talking to her? Yes. We gotta boost morale. Tell a few jokes. You know? We're good. Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the latter, but talking alone seems to do the trick. Alright. Let's have some soup. There's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity. Well, we ain't got nothing to go out there with, so... Boo. Hey, Ted, my man! In other circumstances, we might have risked battling a beast in the darkness, but for some reason we felt that that was not to our... What? We felt that was not to our liking? Why did I... Oh my god. I can't read. Can I seriously not read? We felt that it was not to our liking, so we screamed and screamed with terror. Jesus. The creature was probably more afraid of us than we were of it. It left in a hurry. Ted safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Listen. You guys said that you would bear with me. I'm trusting that. Only a handful of buildings in our town survived the blast wave. One of them was a local bus station. It used to be the central hub for bums and vagabonds in the area, but now it's just standing there. Empty. We decided it was worth checking out. Hopefully, someone left a few cans behind. Ransacking through the backpacks turned out to be quite profitable. 1 can! This Lex expedition got us thinking. Maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Well, that ain't happening. Oh. He's not just sick. He's infected with something. My god. Ha! Guess what? We already got ourselves our very own Fallout garden. We've got a bunch of mushrooms growing out of the walls. They're big enough to be eaten. How about that? We should prepare a mushroom feast today? Absolutely not. Are you stupid? Ted, you're gonna have to pull your weight, bub. Look at you. Day 9. We may be hungry, but there are just some things we will never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. Good. Drink anything won't last long. Everybody needs water. Alright, Dolores. Provide for your family. You got this. Day 10. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. You really are the weak link, aren't you? If there's anyone who can rescue us from this hellish situation, it's our government. Let's listen to the radio. Day 11. We knew it. The government's not falling, and they're coming to save us. They didn't give exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said they'll be in touch in a couple days and told us to wait further instructions. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. There you go. We can survive. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past. Who's answering that? The adult, obviously. Send the kids out there. Come on, Ted. You're going to have to pull your weight. Day 12. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town called Hill Valley. We started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Well, well, well. Getting something to drink from Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Okay. Running out of water. It's been a while. We don't know what... We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune in to some emergency radio broadcasts and learn a thing or two. Well, that's exactly what we can do. Thank you, Radical. Thank you, thank you. Day 13. We were able to find a weak signal and tap into the government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside is mostly gone. So he's hungry. It could be really bad if he didn't eat. I forgot I could do that. Oh my god. I forgot I could do that. Dang. This is insane. We keep finding spiders everywhere. They're in our soup. They're in our water. Hey. Extra protein. Some of them keep coming back and they're bigger every time we get them. Again. Protein. We're not using that to kill the spiders. We're going to eat the spiders. You can eat spiders. Day 14, we decided we could get rid of those spiders with our bare hands and feet and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Look at you using your big brain. Fortunately, we underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. She's not saying it out loud. Timmy's okay. Look at that. Alright, Timmy's bored out of his mind. And he won't leave Ted alone. First, he wanted to play tag. Now it's hide and seek. Which is both terrible ideas for a small shelter like this. Ted's in a bad mood and just wants to be left alone, but Timmy isn't giving up. How about charades? Yeah, let's do charades. Day 15. Charades is serious business, but we never expected the game to be this violent. Ted could not guess any of Timmy's comic book characters' names, which caused Timmy to mime and gesture more and more wildly. His flailing arms knocked a few things off the shelves before he finally gave up. Timmy, I swear to God! Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Well, we ain't got nothing. Needs more time. Recover strength. Doesn't drink, you won't last long. Okay. Well. Let's just give that to Ted and soup to y'all. We've got this. Mary Jane's pulling Timmy's hair and calling him a radioactive poopy butt while Timmy is furiously kicking her shins, insisting she's a mutant booger. Madness! Nobody knows what set this fight off, but one of the kids must be in the right. Right? But which one? Obviously Mary Jane, because she's the oldest, so she's always right. That's how that works. Dolores, where are you? Turns out they're fighting over a spare can of soup. Despicable. Both of them are apologetic now and claim they'd have shared it with everyone eventually, but why should they be believed? The can was confiscated. Wow. Ted's hungry, still sick, no longer thirsty, no longer hungry. Well, could she have that? Oh god. Well, last time she didn't get any water, she went into a rampage. So there, Timmy, you can have this. Ted. There. We had some spare ammunition, but now it's gone. We don't know how or when. It must have been misplaced. We need to find it, and soon. Well... Dolores! Dolores! Yee! I thought you were dead. It was too dark to find those tiny bullets with that flashlight. They aren't lost, technically. They're still in the shelter, technically. We're glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland. She ain't even sick, either. During our expedition, we stumbled across a half-ruined wall with some half-burnt painting on it. We quickly realized we found the ruins of our local museum. Normally, we never enter an establishment like that without a ticket, but oh my god! But desperate times call for desperate measures. We jumped over the turnstile without looking back. Water and soup. That is exactly what we needed. Deranged. Shut up. She didn't have a lot of clothes on, or say the gas mask somebody put on her face. Wait, what? Oh, a statue. Ha ha! Listen, all I'm doing right now is, yes, I'm on stream. We have to be formal. I'm doing nothing but reading. My tongue is going to get a little bit tied, okay? No, it is. It is. She didn't have a lot of clothes on, save for the gas mask somebody put on her face. Probably as a joke. We were hesitant to approach as the lady was dressed immodestly, but then we saw it was holding an urn. As long as there is an urn, it's art. It's okay to look at it. Everyone knows that. Duh. Yeah, it is the wasabi's fault. We window shopped nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't completely burnt out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Maybe future expeditions will be more lucky. Ted's hungry. Ted's still sick. Has not eaten for a while. You're tired. No longer thirsty. Okay, well, we got some water, so... Timmy can have water. Who else? She's not thirsty. Dolores needs some soup. You are just being so needy. Last night, the whole shelter was woken up by Ted screaming bloody murder. He was terrified, shouting something about tentacled radioactive mutants on top of his face. Turned out it was Mary Jane stepping on his head in the dark. Ted took it very personally and demands medical care. Well, oh my god. Jesus, Ted. Mary Jane tried to apologize, but Ted was not having it. He kept lamenting about broken nose and cracked skulls, stumbling around the shelter and gesturing wildly until he tripped over something and fell. Oh, hey, a can of soup! Look at that. That discovery calmed Ted right down. Okay, Dolores is hungry. Has to be some water left. Okay. You're fine, you're fine. Sick, hungry, tired, hurt, thirsty. You are... Alright, Mary Jane. You beast. Go get him. Day 19. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Alright. Okay, well, you're fine. We can survive. We were discussing plans for our first meal that didn't feature tomato soup when we heard yells outside. We discovered they came from a small group of ragged survivors. They were in a sorry sight, and we weren't surprised when they requested aid. They asked us to provide anything we could, water, food, or medical supplies. We have plenty of food. Let's give it to them, and hopefully they exchange favor later down the road. Okay. Day 20. Our survivors had problems finding enough words to express their gratitude. Hang on, my mic is being silly. Okay. Many tears were shed, smiles and hugs exchanged, and they wished us all the best. It's a great feeling to be helping someone, and they left soon after seeking shelter in the ruins of our town. We hope they make it. Good for them. Good for them. Alright. You're thirsty. You're hungry. We'll be fine. We really miss the life we had, the space, the sky, the food, more food. We wished we could go back to a time before this bomb dropped. Well, this is the cards we were dealt, so. Day 21. Living in the past is not wise for our current situation. We only think of today and tomorrow. Oh. Timmy's thirsty. Okay, well. You're dehydrated, so boom. No. No. Hungry and tired. Wait. Okay. There we go. A woman dressed in white knocked on our door today, telling us a story of her missing twin brother. It's you again. Okay, well, Ted is obviously the man of the house, so go get him. Ted! You can do it! Hey, you did it! Day 22, the woman quickly called a group of friends and we set out for return to a successful mission. Finding the lost twin brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of the antenna next to the fence, trying to escape. Duel the bandit leader lost a hand, but quickly and Ted's coughing and coughing. Well, he did it though. Peculiar. Seems that the whole shelter has been shaking every couple of minutes. Feels like it's getting stronger every time this happens or comes again. And again, it's worse. It's an earthquake. Hold on to something. This. So it's the only thing we can hold on to. Hey, Mary Jane! See, y'all, it wasn't really an earthquake. It was just Mary Jane. Got the gas mask in time before it was about to get smashed by jumping pieces of furniture. Let's try to stay positive. This was hardly anything compared to the nuke that dropped recently. You know the one, right? Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. The local school was a big building a mile away from our house. Nobody liked that place. The atomic blast didn't change that. Now with the windows and few walls remaining, it looks more unpleasant. But we got some water, though. From the aquarium. The fish had died. Because no one fed them. Not because of the blast, but because nobody fed them. Okay. You're fine. You just... no. You deserve soup. You're fine. Agony. Well, have some soup. Timmy can do it. Timmy can go the wasteland. Oh my god. Our laxes finishing process. Oh, a vehicle? It sure looked unique, but we never got close enough to get a good look. We're almost certain it's not a bandit trap. Perhaps we should send somebody to check it out. Dolores, go get him. My god, Ted. Jeez. Timmy! Oh my god. Day 24 is a shocking discovery. It was a rusty tank. It was a little crispy around the edges, and it was also missing some wheels and some other crucial parts. But the seats were fairly comfortable. Wouldn't it be amazing to drive away and leave this radioactive hell behind us? Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Well, what is this? Anyway. Okay. There. Right? No. No. There. How thirsty are you, Mary Jane? Well, let's do that. Wait. You don't need that. You need this. Oh my god. You need that. You need that. You need both. Okay. We're good. Alright, Dolores. You got this. What the heck? Oh, it's the tank. Okay. Let's get this on, well, whatever it is. I was gonna say get the show on the road, but this isn't much of a show. It's quite depressing. Day 25, Dolores is on her way to the surface, so she'll make it back safe and sound. I really hope. She'll come back alive. You'll come back alive. Oh my god, you have to. We're all gonna die. He ain't recovered. He's getting worse. Either we do something about his wounds or he'll be done for. Mary Jane, my god. You killed your father, basically. Have some soup. Traitor alert. Timmy's salvaged comic books are mostly harmless since fiction pulp. Since? It's science. Why can't I read? Anyway, however, some of them don't feature the brave Astro Citizen Program astronauts, but I can't even pronounce that. Cosmonauts? I don't know. That boy's eating up Soviet propaganda. Oh my god! Yeah, I blame the font too. What a disgrace. Should we banish Timothy to the blasphemous comics? What should we do? Help me. Should we banish Timmy for reading Soviet propaganda? Is that a banishable offense? Honestly, if we banish Timmy, That's one less mouth to feed. I'm sorry, I said it. Oh, but Ark! Why? I think he'll be fine, right? I know Ted's not looking good. Okay, well, somebody needs to be a tiebreaker here. Because right now I've got yes and I got no. I don't know what to do. Alright, he's gone. Get out of here. You're dead to me. Oh, man. Day 26. The deed is done. The traitor Timothy has been dealt with. Oh my god, to think that the enemy's tried to whisper poisonous lies into our ears through the mouth of our family. Timmy took the comic books with him, it's clear where his loyalties lie. Oh my god. His wounds were too serious. They became infected, and it took Ted's life. Ted's dead and Timmy left. Well, Mary Jane? This is terrible. We can't sleep. That's what's terrible. Oh, you're right. Girl power. We've been having problems with sleeping ever since we got down here. But now it's worse than ever. If we don't deal with this problem, we won't be able to cope with any other challenges that await us outside. Well. Dolores. Dolores, please come back. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. Okay. Oh god, that traitor's back. He's carrying an equally scruffy bag to shoulder over a simple one-time deal. No! We have to be stingy. We can't do it. We can't do it. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Yes, we can. We can live. We heard a knock on the door this morning. We held our breath in fear, but we soon heard children's voices coming from outside. We decided to open it up, and turned out the voices belonged to a pair of Girl Scouts. Give me that. It is a fair exchange. I swear to God, that no- oh, go away! Leave me alone. Day 29. The girls were very kind and their prices were more than fair, so we gladly accepted the offer. We got a gun. We got a gun. Mary Jane got a gun. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel. Find that humps have 5 legs. The animal's carrying a pack of goods to trade. This? Oh. No deal! This is a sucky deal. Dolores! Oh my god! Aren't you a sight to make eyes sore? Day 30. In the end, we decided her offers were not worth us. What? Yes, that's exactly what that says. Maybe another time if she ever comes back. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. We liked our street, especially during national celebrations. Everyone joined in and decorated their lawns and houses. Plenty of fun was to be had. The street doesn't look like it used to be for any celebrations anytime soon. Not in the next 100 years, anyway. But we had an idea. Maybe something useful could still be found amongst the rubble. A can of soup. And some water. Oh! Ooh! Ammunition. A band of kids playing war in nearby ruins. They had plenty of real guns and ammunition. It's pretty. It's very encouraging. What? It's very encouraging to see that kids are making the best of this trouble. Terrible situation. They even shared some ammunition with us. Well, gee, thanks. Well. Yesterday during charades, we learned that Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell. Do I even want to attempt to pronounce that? Anti. You do. You do need to get that. Maybe raise some money with it. Anti. Disestablishmentarianism. Hey! It has left Dolores sorely disappointed. She insisted on home, or rather, shelter, schooling. Yes. Day 31. We made it a month. Dolores does not mess around. What started out as a spelling exercise quickly found its way to a math revision, followed by a short physics course and ending in tinkering with random objects in the shelter. Mary Jane looks exhausted, but we can't deny the state of our shelter has improved today. Thank you, Alan. Well. Hey, nobody going outside. Nobody. Be fine. My God, be positive with this cadaver between us. Day 32. Dolores really had to eat something. No energy for anything. Alright, well. Have some soup. It's just you. Yeah, no. Ain't nobody leaving. Wouldn't you know it? Our dear Mary Jane keeps a diary. For some reason, she was hiding it in the scout book we keep in our shelter. We have no doubts what needs to be done right now. Each of us must be assigned a role in the diary. Must be read aloud, right? Right. The whiskey? Thank you. Peaches, is that you? Day 33. We managed to read the first sentence. Then there was darkness and pain. Lots of pain. The diary's gone. Let's never speak of this again. Oh my God. What? She was hurt? How? Well, you're thirsty. And you'll be fine. Hey, nobody going outside. We were happy to open the door today and see some friendly faces. The siblings are asking for our help yet again. They decided that a small tent is not fit to house their group anymore and decided to start building a small camp. They could use anything and anybody they can get, mainly for constructing houses. Well, we ain't got nothing, so. Well, the whiskey, I'm happy that you made it. Day 34. It's unfortunate, but we don't have any tools and we can't just chop wood with our bare hands. No matter how determined we are, we had to refuse. Womp womp. Alright, you're thirsty and you're hungry, so there we go. Nobody's going outside. It's really weird when you get the feeling that something's watching you. Our shelter's tiny, but this has been bugging us for a while now. We checked all the closets and no one's hiding there. There's something alive down here besides us. Maybe a rodent of some kind? If so, we need to show it that we are the dominant species. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I don't see nothing. Day 35. Whatever it was, dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere. How unfortunate. We can live without. Nobody's going outside. That trash can of ours is getting disgusting. Good news is we don't have much of an appetite when we see it, so we're saving more food. Yet for some reason, we would like to tidy this place up. Those giant green cockroaches are a pretty good motivator. We are not using that. Absolutely not. Whoever you are, you need to go away. Day 36. Oh my. That thing's huge. Oh my god. It's an infestation once again. You're thirsty. Nobody's going outside. One thing you don't expect is a band of people all dressed in green showing up at your doorstep, claiming they take from the rich and give to the poor. Oh no. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? Heck yeah. Let's do it. Those merry men were not merry at all. They told us that we were rich and that we should share with the other 99% of the wasteland. They grabbed a few things and left. We couldn't do anything to stop them. Dang. Okay, well, I should count my blessings, right? While Mary Jane was rummaging through our belongings, she found a single plant seed. We have no idea what kind of seed it is, but maybe it's the start of something great. If we're lucky, it might be an apple tree, or a cherry tree, or something edible. Let's do it. Okay. Day 38. Here goes nothing. Soil, seeds, water. See what happens in a few days. Alright. You're hungry. You're in agony. Nobody's going outside. The situation's simple. We're bored. It's too quiet and we're desperately craving entertainment. The solution also seems simple. Somebody give our old harmonica a spin. Well, you can play, what is it, the tuba? Surely you can play a harmonica. Excuse me? What was that? Day 39. Mary Jane volunteered eagerly. It's obvious she really misses her tuba. Yep, it is a tuba. She spent a few hours trying to remember all the songs she used to play and writing down the notes. In the end, she was too tired to actually try playing any of the songs she wrote down and just fell asleep. Well, ain't that just lovely? Well, we ain't got no water, so... Wait. Yee. Go get him, Mary Jane. The roaches seem to get more organized with every passing day. At first, it was just one, two of them. Nowadays, there's small columns of them marching through the shelter. Oh, God. Well, what we gonna do about that, huh? We're superior. Bang, bang. We've won the battle, and maybe even the whole war. If the massacre was over, we tidied up the cockroach remains and dumped them next to our shelter door. Let that be a warning to all the other insects out there. Don't mess with us. Well, go get him, Mary Jane. I believe in you. Please return. The end. Oh my god. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries. She was supposed to be back a few days. It's been too long. We fear something bad has happened to her. Dolores suffered her injuries far too long. When the infection spread, there was nothing we could do. Wow. Oh, Timmy was captured. Dolores' injuries were too severe. Mary Jane didn't return to us. Womp womp. We perished. Well, you guys, I guess that concludes it. There it is. We didn't make it. On that note, thank you guys so much for joining me for my birthday stream. I thought it was fun. Regardless on how unfortunate it turned out to be on every turn. I would like to keep doing games like this. I think that's very fun. And honestly, I don't think it needs to be no special occasion. Thank you guys for being a part of my birthday, and I'll see you next time. Bye!